What's going on YouTube? Is it ever too early to think about the future? So today we're going to kind of talk about 2027 pairings. I know it's still breeding season, it's still 2026, but I'm super excited about 2027 already. I got some new things going to happen, some more pairs going, so we're going to go through, talk about them, show them off a little bit. Let me know what you think, alright? Alright, so what we got here? We got these toad-headed damas. Don't ask me the science on them. I just know they're cool. And if Planet Predator was real, these guys would be on there. Like, really, honestly, it's a super simple setup. All they want is sand. Got some rocks right there to, just chill out if they wanted to use as a little basking area, but they don't. And their mechanism, they got two. They do that crazy face, or they just bury themselves. Pretty cool animals right here. Like I said, real basic for setup. All they want is heat. And honestly, you don't even need to spray them. Like, they live in one of the driest deserts you could think of, and they very rarely get water. But, when they do, I guess I wouldn't be enjoy it. But from what I've been told, they need to go through a crazy brumation, like hitting those upper 40s, low 50s, and brumation for a couple months, and that'll trigger their breeding. So that's the part I gotta do this upcoming year. Put them down for a while, upgrade their enclosure while they're down, because I want to get them like 4 foot by 2 by 12, because they don't need the height, or even a 4 by like 2.5 or 3, just give them some more space on the floor. You just fill that thing with tons and tons of sand. Super cool animals though. I love how they just bury themselves when they get like, oh, I don't want to be bothered. Boom, disappear. Oh, this cage right here, I don't know if we can see him. Oh, in the back. So this is a Ghouls-N-Geckos Sakura, the Madagascan velvet geckos, and still not too sure if this is going to be something I'm going to keep or not. I've seen folks work with them. There we go. Perfect. Right there. So with them, pretty big. Not crazy big, but not handleable either though. But they are pretty fun to watch them when they're acting out, because they are loud. When I say loud, I mean you can hear them all in this cage. And they're from Madagascar. Folks like the Madagascan stuff. With them though, they do like it on the warm, drier side. But they will eat Pangea and all that other stuff. But this is just how I keep their setup. I've actually hatched one baby from them. I got 2 more eggs incubating right now, and it takes forever. It's like, I don't know. Could not even tell you how long it takes. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm still not sure if we'll keep them or not. That's gonna be a 2027 project again. We'll see. We'll see how I like it. See how I like, raising up the babies and stuff like that. But yeah. So these are Chinese cave geckos, Ghouls-N-Geckos, relentless. Honestly, this might be another one. I don't know if I'm keeping or not. Just for the simple fact that, like I said, I live in Arizona. They like the nice, calm or cool tropical stuff, which my room is getting crazy hot. But they are breeding though, and they are giving me eggs. There's one right here. Flash. There's one. Usually there's one right here. I mean, they're a pretty species. It's just for what I can do for them, I think somebody else could do better, and a better climate as well. So we'll see. It all just depends. Right here. This is going to be one of my future breeders right here. So I'm planning on actually making some switches. And so we'll get him. He's going to go in with my female over here that I got with another male. I just feel like their colors will be better. Like when he fires up, he's super saturated, all dark, nice black spines, as you can see. Nice little oranges, but Look at all that right there. That is going to be really cool looking. So he's part of that 2027 project. Like I said, I'm going to be switching around a bunch of strokes. Like I said, next year it's breeding with purposes and not just breeding just because. So that's what you're going to see a lot of different stuff coming out next year. This was the female I was talking about right here. Look at her. She was just ready. She's probably going to bite my hand. But this is the female I was getting paired with. So right now I got him with this one. But I think I got a different female for him already. So I think it's going to make some really nice geckos for 2027. As you see how dark she is. And I've seen some of her babies already are super saturated. So I think adding on to it is going to be even more. And then, like I said, I got a light-based one for him. So that'll be even nice and light like he is. With some nice spotting. This is my female. Trying to lure her out. She does not want to come out. But like I said, you can kind of tell light is not gonna reflect what it really shows. Sorry, but I think she'll be perfect for that other male that I just showed you. Really nice light base, pastel purple, pinkish, all that good stuff. Nice blacks and some good spotting on there as well. I think they're gonna make some incredible animals. So that's what we're hoping to see. Who knows? I'm gonna just drop a few crickets in with that one. Come on, 1, 2, there. Oh, she doesn't. But so what I got these in right now, I have these condos that I got made. They're all 12 by 12 by 18s, each one. So these ones, I don't know if they'll come out at all. They are strictly nocturnal. They don't like daytime for anything. We could try. These ones are called Homophilus fasciata, Tanzanian velvet gecko. Oh, look at that. I can get it. There we go. Right there. Focus. That's about as good as I'm gonna get right there for that one. Super cool looking geckos. No, they're kind of like bulldogs. They won't eat in front of you, that's for sure. They laid some hard-shelled eggs. I've gotten a clutch from them already, but it was infertile. And I have another pair as well, and they've been giving me good clutches. I hatched out, I think, like 4 last year, and I got another clutch in the incubator right now from them. This generally is like anywhere from like 90 to 120 days. Oh, see, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, like I said, they're from Tanzania. They like it pretty hot. Generally, it's not crazy spraying, but just during the breeding time, I'll spray. As you can tell, they go after it, and they poop like crazy. Like, man, sometimes it gets hard to keep up with these ones. Like chauffeurs, they have not a fast metabolism, but they poop just a lot. I guess because it's just so hot that they just eat poop, eat poop, eat poop. So, but definitely a cool species. I think what I'm going to do is how I have these condos, I'm going to get some more condos like that, but make them a little bit bigger. Thinking like maybe doing so for each unit in that condo will be like a 15, maybe 15, 15, 18. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that. I get my condos done from camo cages. So I got this one for all my juvies. See her in the back there. Let me show her right here. It's for like juvie and very small adults. Like he's right there. That's pretty much an adult chauffeur's William type. They don't get crazy big. So I think these are pretty cool right here. I like how Bailey does his cages, especially these. These things are really nice. And I think like each one of these units are like, I don't know, what is that? I think it's like 4 or 5 inches, and then it's like 13 inches back and like 12 inches tall. So they get more width and height than they would like the length of whatever it is. Like I said, these are just for grow outs, and then I assume then I just kind of upgrade them into something like these right here. These are 12 by 12 by 18s. Let's see if this thing will eat a silkworm. I've never had them, so We're about to find out. And he's freaked out. That's Stropharis Williams' eye, by the way. Like I said, that's damn near an adult. They don't get too big. As you can tell, that's a male because he got some big old ones down there. But look at them spines, those tubercles. There we go. So they're pretty fun gecko to work with. So I've never bred these. I've bred, for Stropharis wise, I've bred Ciliaris and Intermedius. So these will be next on the list. Just gotta find a female because the two I got are both males. So, got a female for me? Come holla at me. Ciliaris, they love their crickets. And look at that face. Look at that orange on the head. That's what I'm looking for when I produce babies from this pairing that I have right now. So I got a little bit of orange on the head, freckling, whatever you want to call it. And then some decent spines on the back, some blacks, some oranges. This is what I'm looking for. Focus. Right there. See, look at that. And so this is another one of my Ciliaris. Didn't produce this one. My buddies gave it to me, so I will be looking for a female for him. Now, something that kind of reflects the same stuff, like I said, the orange, all that freckling on the face, nice bright tail, almost salmon color skin tone. So yeah, looking for a female for this one too. Find one that's ready to go next year, I'll be happy. If not, I'll just keep looking and find something that I like and wait until it's up to size. Like I said, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's getting up there in age. But he doesn't have that same vigor as my other males, Ciliaris, but not just like that, just comes with age. He's like, all right, I'm chilling. No, when there's female, I'll be up and about, but not, I'm chilling. But damn, he is gorgeous. Look at that. Just all that orange, all that freckling on the face. Really dope species. So underrated. I don't understand why more people are not keeping them. They're super easy. You know, all you gotta do is make sure you have UV, you have some heat, we're good to go. As soon as I shut the camera off, he goes and attacks his food. I didn't even think he would. I thought he would probably wait until the lights went off. But like I said, most Stropharis, who's there, they're on it. But that's the rest of his body right there. So you got some black spotting, good saturation on the tail, but really it's just all about that head right there. So just gotta find something that has the same sort of coloration on the head and good to go with that one. And like I said, it's all about breeding with a purpose and not just breeding just to breed. You know, it's cool. Your first few years, breed just to breed. Figure shit out. But as you get up there in the game with that stuff, like you gotta have a purpose. Otherwise, you're just doing it and it's just not for any real reason. But so this one right here, that is a Stropharis intermedius. Like I said, I've bred these in the past. This is from my buddy Frank Calachico, Reptilian Diaries. If you watch him, actually, so he's from Frank as well. But so this is a female. Now I saw her like trying to dig all out here, so I decided to throw a lay bin in there just in case. But I don't think she's gonna do anything. But it's just there just in case. I do have a male for him, or for her, sorry. And he's actually in the tank right next to him. Right over this one. And funny enough, that baby is the grandparents, or the grandbaby of the ones I've produced before. So I got a male from my buddy Wyatt that I gave my my breeding pair intermediates to. So it's pretty funny how things circle around. So these ones take like medium crickets, small, medium crickets. During the breeding season, I probably feed them 4 times a week, non-breeding, like just regular. It's probably like 3 times a week, and then during the winter time, I shut feeding off for like a month or 2, depending on how the weather goes. I live in Arizona, so we get like a cold spell for like a month, and then guess what? It jumps right back up. So, like this past season, I think I took them off food for like a month and a half, and then brought the temps back up because it started getting warm outside again. And I was like, all right, well, time to go. But like I said, she's in a, let's see here, she's in a So she is in a, like I said, 12 by 12 by 18. These are acrylic enclosures from Monster Box. Both of them are in it. But like I said, I'm probably gonna end up going PVC so they don't see each other, and then get all crazy and razzle dazzle. And that's why I think like my toad heads, because they can, since it's glass, they see everything, so they're getting like the sensory overload and everything like that. So I'm gonna end up going PVC. Keep it dark. Let's keep that closed. I don't need you jumping out on me. No, keep it dark so they're not stressed out. That's the big part right there, is not have them stressed. Keep it nice, relaxed, and they can, they can produce, they can be healthy, they'll eat, all that good stuff.
But unfortunately, some projects do have to come to an end, and that is for the Chihuahuas. So this is a baby from last year. Super dark. I love dark stuff, but like I said, Chihuahuas, new cow, not my biggest thing, but people like them. Let's see this thing. Look at that. And this is why you should feed them bugs. They love to hunt. The gecko diet's okay, but they want to hunt. They want to look for their food. This is how they stay active. This is how they stay relatively athletic. Not having some rolls on the side and being a diabetic looking gecko, like some folks be looking. Like, yeah, give them bugs. That's all you got to do. They'll be happy. Trust me. Anytime I throw bugs in here, they go after the bugs. They don't go, if I put mix in there, they'll eat it, yeah, but they're not hitting that with that same ferocity. Sorry, it's just not the same. You gotta let them have those natural instincts. Let those things kick in, so they can go ahead and that's one of those what did it call it? Damn, I forgot the word. But it's like it's stimulating the mind, right? And you want that for your gecko. You want that for any animal that you have. Stimulation. So make sure you go ahead. Make sure you give them bugs. I give mine bugs like 2-3 times a week. Off season when it's not breeding time. For the breeders, I'll give them the diet. They'll get diet a good amount because they're reserving all that energy because it's cold outside. They don't want to waste energy trying to hunt, so you give them that diet that helps them out. But warm time, give them bugs. They'll love it. So this right here has been, well, I'm not gonna say it's been a crazy long project. I just haven't put no focus onto it. But this is Eurypletus epinaui. I have a male here. Eventually I need to go look for a female. I'm just, like I said, I have not put any focus on this project whatsoever. I got him from NCG Reptile Nelson over out of Chicago. Nice dude, super grateful to know him. I ended up doing a swap. I gave him a Chihuahua. He was gonna give it to me for free, but I was like, no, I don't like doing free stuff. So I sent him a Chihuahua just so we could do a swap and be even. Like for me, I don't like handouts. I don't like getting stuff for free. It always feels awkward to me. But let's see if I get a. I mean, he's in a pretty small tank though. Like he's in a, what's it say, 8x8x12. What I wanted to do is get one of those Monster Box enclosures and like the 12x12x18 one, or yeah, 12x12x18. But I need to DIY it so I can keep them in there or keep the humidity where it needs to be. Because with those ones, they kind of dry out, especially with me living in Arizona. I did get some it's like cocoa fiber liner, and I'm planning on like gluing it to all of the sides, and then I'll have the silicone and everything, so the water won't leak or anything like that. But I mean, this one, it does have plants in it, so I had a nice big plant in the middle that he likes to lay in, poop in, and I got some extra little plant. I don't know what they are. Almost looks kind of like tall grass, but all in the back. So from what I've been told, is that they could take it a little bit drier than other Eurypletus just because where they come from. So they have to keep it a little bit warmer, so I'm not worried about that. So his tank stays around between 75 to 78. He eats his bugs, he poops, he's chilling. But I need to find him a female so I can get this project up and running. Right here we have Diplodocus alligators. Super excited about this project right here. And so these are another Aussie species of gecko right here. Super small. Females probably about maybe 3/4 of the way grown. As you can see, they're really small compared to my hand. Let's see, show. They are clumsy though. Super clumsy. They're not real accurate with their feeding, like attacking or anything like that. But they're fun. Currently, like I said, I got me these little gangs. I'm working on getting a setup for them once they're ready to go. They'll probably be like, since they're so small, maybe like a 10-gallon, like size of a 10-gallon. We'll see. I gotta talk to my cage guy and see what he can do for me. Because I'll probably end up doing like a condo. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do a condo style just because they don't need it as high as, say, my other small geckos that I have. Now, the male, he always likes to chill in this thing, so I can't really super hard to see him. That's where he likes to sleep all the time. She likes this little, I put this right here. This is her little hive. And usually I have like the warm area. It's right down here. So I'm sure she could go under this rock and regulate her body if she needs to. But generally, she'll show right here. I have them on heat tape right now, and it's set to like 88 degrees or something like that. But him, like I said, he's always right here, so he's close to the heat. But he could go under this rock as well and get that going. But like I said, by the end of this year, they're gonna have a completely different setup than what they have right now. Right now, I'm just letting them grow up. Like the male's ready to go. Actually, the male, he's full blown adult. I think he was born in, what was it? Really fun. Like 23. Yeah, 3/18/23. The female, she was born last year, 6/2/25. So, the female has a little bit of growing to do. But definitely looking forward to putting them together in the wintertime, come down for brumation, and then springtime comes. Hopefully, I get some eggs, get some babies, because I think these are adorable little geckos. I'm sorry, these are way cuter than Cresties. Like adorable factors on 1,000 with these things. Love these things. So, last ones are these Pachypacus macrolepus, large scale geckos. Let's see, where are y'all at? And these ones are super small as well. There we go. And so these ones I actually got from Jake and Jeff over at Just Geckos UK. Pretty rare in the hobby, at least in the US. So hopefully I can get some more bloodlines and really let this project develop. So that one is the female, the bigger one's the female, and then this one's the male right here. Super small. Like I said for the Diplodocus, I have plans for their enclosure. Just gotta get them through this little period first, and we'll go ahead and get them situated with something else. So with them though, they like it a lot more warm. I have their hot spot. What's it? Yeah, 95 on the heat tape. And so what I'm thinking about doing differently when I move into the cage, instead of using flat corks, I'll probably end up using some stones instead. Stones to retain the heat, and also maybe do like that reed stack, so they can kind of climb and thermoregulate as they need to. Not like I said, you saw those little skulls and stuff in there, like jazz it up a little bit. But hopefully, like I said, 2027 should be a decent year. Like I said, after that, we'll go from there. Like said, I'll be vending the show over at Scottsdale in a few weeks. This should be out way before that. So those are some of my projects I got going on. Like I said, I'm big time into all the air stuff. Pachydaculus, Diplodaculus, Stropheres, a crazy old toad-headed dinos. Should be interesting next year. Uh, hopefully things go well. You never know, but all you can do is try. Um, and then I talk to my folks, talk to my peoples. Hey, am I doing this correctly? What do I need to change? Reach out to your peoples, especially if you got mentors in this game. Like I said on the last video or whatever, a little bit of this video too, like I'm moving off most of this tropical stuff. Like I said, my room's getting a little too warm. Uh, like when you saw those Chinese cave geckos, I got spraying down a lot. I use a fan in here that I put ice in, so I can kind of cool this room down just a tad bit. But I'd rather than go to a place where they're gonna keep them the correct good temperatures, where you don't feel like they're gonna be stressed out. I love my air stuff more than I love tropical stuff. So it is what it is. Before it comes out, I'll probably be doing the All American Planet Reptile and stuff. So if you see me down there, say what's up, chill, talk. All right, gecko. I'll have some other stuff available as well. I'm working with Gargier. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Boom, this right here, Gargier. I'm working with them, trying a bunch of different stuff out. I got the gut load stuff. I have a bunch of different gecko diets as well. So this one's been smacking. What's called Jehuas really like this. I even feed it to my Ghouls-N-Geckos as well, and they be tearing it up as well. So it's like cool. So I'll have some of that stuff for sale. I have some gecko diets for sale, gut load stuff for sale, silicone caps, all kinds of stuff. My buddy Tristan's gonna be with me. He gonna sell rope starter kits, isopods, all kinds of stuff. So if you see us, say what's up. Other than that, if there's anything that you want to know about, like some of these geckos that I've shown you, make sure you check out the Gecko Exchange podcast. Most of the stuff I've shown you, we have information on there. I know I haven't done an episode in a long time, and probably won't. I don't think I'm going back to doing the podcast and stuff anymore, but that information is still out there for y'all to check out. It's always going to be there. It's on the internet. It's forever. Check it out if you want to learn about some stuff. Hit me up on Ghouls-N-Geckos, on IG, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you feel like. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.